One time when we were at Barnes and Noble together, Barnes and Noble bookstore in Austin, somebody there said they thought we were brothers. And Chris said, no, we're not brothers, but we're friends. And
twin brothers from different mothers.
Brothers from different mothers. And another time, I could tell lots of anecdotes, but Chris and I have done some heavy-duty research at the Humanities Research Center, looking at old photographs of Lewis Carroll's photographs of Alice. Do you remember that, Chris?
Yeah, I do, definitely.
He finished his BFA studies at Stephen F. Austin University. He's been doing art design for ad agencies, publishing companies, Pockets Magazine, where he was their best art director. And he's also a cartoonist and an illustrator in his own right, and he's done all kinds of illustration projects. He has a great blog that we're going to get to look at tonight, too, for just a minute. Chris, I've got a burning question for you to start things off, and that is, just what does an art director do anyway? What does an art director do, and then how do you make all those things look better at the end result?
Well, that's a question I get from a lot of people, just people I talk to, and when I say I'm an art director, they kind of look at me blankly and say, "Well, what did you do? You draw the pictures?" And I said, "No, that's the illustrator." And an analogy I use for people is that I say an art director is for print media like a director is for a movie. The actors do the acting, the director tells them what to do. And that's basically what an art director does. You decide what it's going to look like. You decide what you want the people to do, how you want them to do it, and you tell them what to do. So for instance, in a children's book, an art director would decide the look of the book. Sometimes you have a designer working under you, so they would actually do the design, but generally I do the design. You decide what it's going to look like. You decide what exactly you're going to illustrate, how the type's going to look, all that kind of stuff, and then you basically put it all together.
Okay, you made that sound way too easy.
Well, it's easy for me. I've been doing it for a long time.
One of your artists sent you a magic wand the other day, and that was sort of summed up how she feels about whatever it is you do behind the computer.
Yeah, sometimes it does take that. It takes a magic wand.
There is a secret sauce, and I just don't think art directors are telling us about it.
Yeah, are they seeing my picture? They're not seeing my picture.
They're seeing your webcam stream.
Okay, I thought they were seeing your logo as I'm seeing your logo, because that's all I'm seeing.
No, they're seeing you being broadcast.
Here's my magic wand.
Oh, let's see it.
Okay, you can't. Can you see it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. That looks. Wait, that's silly looking.
It is silly looking.
That doesn't. So that's what an art director does.
That's right. It just waves my magic wand.
Now I see. Now I understand.
Actually, it was sent to me by a very silly person. So there you go.
You just wave it over the work.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, fascinating. Well, that certainly answers my question. There's a corollary question, that is, what special skills should an art director have? What special software should they be absolutely fluent with to be what it is you do?
Oh gosh, what I use mainly for the design end of it is InDesign. Although with Pockets we used to, when we did it, it was all done in Quark Express, which I think is, I don't know if that's passe in the industry or not, but a lot of people use InDesign, and we started out using PageMaker. PageMaker doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
But whatever, you need a good design layout program. And then I use Adobe Illustrator and I use Photoshop, just because they're necessary.
But once upon a time, you didn't use those tools. You used.
No, I used to use an X-Acto knife and a thing of a bottle of rubber cement, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
T-square, parallel bar, whatever.
Yeah. Having, I guess, a BFA helps, and just being fluent in the concepts, the principles of visual design. I guess that's a big part of it, right?
Yeah, well,
being an artist yourself.
The BFA is not that big of a deal, because I remember, I'll tell you an anecdote. When I got out of school, my first job, I was the art department for a small nonprofit, and but the first thing I did, they gave me a bunch of copy and a bunch of photographs, and they said, we need a brochure. And I looked at it all and I went, okay, and went back to my office, and I thought, what in the heck do I do with this stuff? I had no clue as to how to put it together. And fortunately, I called a guy who, back in the day, they used to have typography houses, and he had a small one, and I called him and I said, help me, and went over there, and he basically told me how to spec type and how to prepare the photos and all that kind of stuff. So so I kind of learned on the job.
And you're going to tell us everything that he taught you that night, right? No.
Really.
Well, the art director's job to give a like a Siri definition is to make everything look better, make everything look good in the publication, I suppose. Yeah. Is that one way of saying it? Yeah,
and it's important to be able to. You have to have a good design sense. You got to know what looks good.
You got to know what looks good.
Yeah, that's a matter of learning.
It's a matter of learning and not an instinctive thing.
Well, there's some instinct to it, but yeah.
Okay, great. Well, that was my hardball question for the night, Chris. And
all right, so I made it through that.
You acquitted yourself really well. Do you want to share your screen and show us a little more about what an art director does and what you do?
Yeah, I can show you some stuff. My latest project. Well, let me see if I can open. I don't know what I need to open here. I guess my latest book I had done is one called Dinosaurs Living in My Hair. And let me open the, I'll open a sketch page. Missing links, all right. The famous missing link.
I've experienced those.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big guy with a lot of hair on his back. Here is an example of how we started out on the book. This is the full cover.
Okay.
And hopefully, can you see that?
Not yet. You got to screen share your screen again. So toggle it on.
It's technology.
I know it's so linear.
There we go. There we go.
So there we go.
That's the final cover. It's a wraparound. So you're seeing the spine in the middle and the front cover and the and the back cover.
Yeah.
So in essence, my idea on this was all the way through. See the little dinosaur tracks at the top. We were I felt we needed something, and they kind of run all through the book. And then I chose the type is oh shoot, what is it? It's Lemonade is the name of the font. And and we had a number of different ideas on the cover, and finally decided on this for the final on it. This is Anni Matsick was the illustrator on this, and she's somebody I've worked with for 30 years now. Incredible illustrator. She's in Pennsylvania, so that'll give you kind of an idea. I was hoping. Let me show you. I'll show you an interior spread. I'll shut that. This is just the illustration for the first big spread. And of course, obviously, the type is all on the left-hand side there. And I would show you that, except that's in InDesign, and that seems to be the one that isn't working.
Chris, does Annie do these in traditional medium?
Yeah, she does.
Wow.
Yeah, she does pencil and watercolor.
What a look.
Yeah,
What a clean professional look.
yeah, it's pretty great. She's pretty amazing. So yeah. So let's see what else.
Now, so you would take a piece of art like this from her, and then you put it in InDesign, and then you just decide how you're going to handle the margins, the bleed, the text,
Yeah, yeah,
all that stuff. One misstep, and the whole thing can feel wrong.
and yeah, pretty much so. Let me open. If I can open that opening spread and save it as a PDF, maybe that will do it. So anyway, where are we?
Would she have sent you just a regular PDF file with this art in it?
No, actually, she sent me JPEGs on this.
Okay.
Let me do this. Let me save this. I'll save this sketch page as a PDF. Export as a PDF and put it in critique. It's not okay. Well, it doesn't matter what it's called. Let's see. Page range. What is this? 4 and 5. This will show you where we. Okay. Let me see if this works. Okay. Well, that's all right. Sorry for the delays on this, but whoops.
Oh no, this is
well. Okay.
Part of the process.
It'll work. The top of her head got chopped off in the PDF. But let me open the PDF.
Okay.
Okay. So this was the sketch she sent. Can you see that?
Yeah, except she is cut off above the eyes.
Yeah.
We don't see the eyes. That's fine. Yeah.
Up there in the PDF, but
okay.
So anyway, that's what I would put together, and then I'd send that to the client, and then we talk about it and decide, if we need to make changes or whatnot, and then go from there. And then when we get the final approval, then I'd give Annie the final approval and tell her to go for it.
Okay, starting with the sketch and your layout, and then she takes it from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why is that flipped backwards? Okay.
She'll take your instructions. She'll have her sketch, and then she will transfer that sketch to her watercolor surface.
Right.
She works traditionally, and then make the painting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
neat, beautiful work. Annie's always done such beautiful work.
We've been really fortunate with this book. It was funny because Annie was the one who contacted me about the job. She had the job before I did, and which is unusual. But she said that she told the author that since it was a self-published book, she said, you need an art director. And so they approached me about doing it, and I took the job, but self-publishing is a little scary. Fortunately, this lady who did this book is just a wizard at marketing, and she's a real go-getter, and we've already won a couple of awards for it, so that's good.
Yeah, I expect that art directors will be seeing more and more people coming their way with self-publishing since it's gained such a foothold.
Yeah, true.
In the publishing industry.
True.
And art directors are so necessary for this process.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Jane, who was the author, had no clue as to what to do, how to put a book together. And fortunately, I had that experience, so it worked out well.
Were you going to show us some interiors of pockets, or do you think it'll work on the InDesign?
I did I'll show you a cover of pockets.
Okay.
Let me get that up, and I tried to save some today, and I couldn't. Let's see.
Oh, was it? And while you're looking, some questions are coming in, and can I toss a few of them your way?
Yes.
So Christina was asking if as an artist, if Annie is scanning the pieces herself, or do you know if she turns her work into a place to have them scanned, or how does she get her her
That's
digital
a
files?
good question. That's a good question, because that was one thing that we had some discussion on. We were going to go to a place and have it scanned, and the price was pretty high, and we weren't entirely sure what kind of quality we were going to get. And Annie said, "Well, I just got a new scanner. How about if we try it on my scanner and see?" And it was just an experiment. And so we tried it, and her scanner did a great job. And I said, "Let's just go with what you've got there." So that's what we did.
Okay. Okay. So sometimes home scanners can work, although
Yeah,
we don't know that it's a
I
home
don't know
scanner.
what kind of scanner she's got, but she said it was, really good one. So.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna screen share. I got this pockets cover. It's in 2 pieces. Oh,
Okay.
can I don't know if I can. Okay, here's the front cover. Are you seeing just? Yeah, you're seeing.
Yeah,
Just
seeing the
cover.
front cover.
This is an illustration by Chris Sharp, who's a St. Louis illustrator. I worked with him from day one on pockets, and he's just incredible illustrator. A lot of fun. Let me show you the other half of it. Show you the back cover. It was a wraparound.
He's the one who came up with the design for the pockets character, the rabbit.
Yeah. Let's see. Taking this off and start it again, and here's the other half of it.
It looks like he works in traditional medium as well.
Yeah, he does pencil and watercolor too, but obviously quite a different style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little girl in the chef's hat there, that was Pockets. That was the Pockets character.
Oh, the little girl was, not the rabbit.
No, the rabbit's Wendell.
Wendell, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I was looking at this today and looking at his line work. Look at the dog down there, and how loose it is. I mean, that dog is just scribbled.
He scribbled, but he's so accurate. He's so right. Yeah.
That's what I like about Chris's stuff.
Yeah.
So
the draftsmanship is just so much fun.
Yeah.
So right on.
Yeah. Really good. Really good.
So yeah.
So,
good.
Okay.
Well, now can you show us your blog quickly, or?
Yeah.
I know they're anxious to, and I'll put links on the description box and email out to all of you watching, tonight or tomorrow, so you can go back and look at them. But Chris keeps up. He's been doing Inktober sketches every day. He was flogging himself for falling behind, but he's caught up.
I can show you some of those
miraculously. Yeah, those have this. Well, Chris's patented sense of humor, and
let me show you a couple of those. I did get some of those ready. Let's see, open.
And we hope during the course of tonight with you guys with your questions that we'll get a sense of what Chris thinks is important in illustrations when he's looking at your work, and how he, recommendations he'll have for you to get better at what you're doing, get better at your drawing.
There's one of the Inktober ones specifically for Halloween.
Oh, wow.
So the fun thing about Inktober was that I kind of pushed myself to do things that I didn't normally do, just so I could, learn some lessons.
Like what, for example? What would this have been?
Well, with this, I don't draw kids very much, and my kids wind up looking a little odd. And this one, I was really pleased with this kid. Mm-hmm. And it was just fun to play with, doing a scene and all that stuff. So
black and white is so challenging for a graphic artist.
I love it. I love black and white.
Yeah, I know you do. A lot of this group participated. The viewers participated. A number of them I know of participated in Inktober.
Yeah.
So they take their penmanship and cartooning very seriously.
Show you another one I did. This is a little more traditional cartooning and kind of more my sense of humor, I guess. there.
Oh, Christina says she did Drawloween, not Inktober.
That's good. I like that.
Oh, he's something. Oh my gosh.
I was going to draw a guy under the street light with a cigarette in his mouth. I thought, well, it'd be better as an alligator.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Your characters, whether they're beast or person, they have this sort of underworldy quality about a lot of them.
One thing I was going to tell everybody, and let me unscreen share here. I don't know if, as they've looked at me on camera, I tend to wiggle a lot. I have a disability, and 44 years ago, I had a spinal cord injury, and I'm a quadriplegic, so I can't move my hands. I mean, my fingers. I can move my hands. So when I draw, and let me show you, I'm in a wheelchair. They may not be able to tell that from this, but anyway, when I draw, I have to use a hand splint, and I'll hold it up so you can see it. It's kind of a big mechanical thingy, but it allows me to grip, and I use my teeth a lot. I have to strap myself into it. And sorry, this is slow. I do this only, 84 times a day. Okay, so let me see if I'll have to move back a little. What it does is by wrist movement like that, when I pull my wrist back, it closes the fingers. When I pull it forward, it opens the fingers. I'm trying to get I'm not used to being on camera.
Yeah, the right and left.
So
that's what closes your fingers around the pencil.
That allows me to hold the pen, but then when I draw, I obviously can't move my fingers, so I have to move my whole arm. So I've had to learn control, that way.
Yeah.
And so that's
and you were a sculpture major.
No, it's sculpture minor.
Sculpture minor. Okay.
Graphic design major. So I'm going to take this off. I don't need it right now.
Okay.
But anyway, I just wanted to show them that. Okay.
I'm glad you did because it just shows that people can make things happen when they're motivated. And
well, yeah, I think
Chris does everything the rest of us. He drives his own car. He just. I don't know. You can't play seriously. You can't play your music. You were in a band and you had a band, but you can't play musical instruments anymore. Is that?
No, I can't. Although I've got a guy who wants to teach me how to play slide guitar, so we'll see if that works.
Okay, neat. All right, I'm gonna look at the wall here for some questions.
All right.
And we are about to go and look at your work, guys. Okay. No, they're just listening and learning. So there's they're not formulating questions yet, or they might. My connection might be.
Or maybe they all fall asleep.
No, they're not falling asleep. I guarantee you that.
Okay.
So, was there anything else you wanted to show us?
No. I'm just thinking, in looking at portfolios, the thing I look for is mainly is the ability to draw. I think drawing is fundamental to everything in illustration. I don't know, that may be a no-brainer, but
no, not necessarily.
It's very important, and in drawing, you don't have to draw like Michelangelo. And I was going to show you one of the favorite portfolios I ever got. And I got this years and years ago. Was this little one here? I don't know if I can show you, but it's very, very simple. It's kind of overlit there, but anyway, she did her little drawings on Xeroxed them, and then she hand colored them. And they're very cartoony, very simple, but it showed me exactly what she could do, and that's what I want to see when I see.
She sent this to you as a promotional piece, Chris?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
A whole little printed dummy. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just, it's real handmade. It's just Xerox black and white with watercolor washes on it, and very, very simple, but it's just perfect. I saw what I wanted to see, and she did a lot of illustration for me over the years.
Okay, and you can tell just by looking at one series of completed, a sequence maybe of completed pieces, whether they can handle the challenge or not.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. And when you do a portfolio, when you send it to somebody, make sure you put your best pieces in, because somebody once told me, I think this is really smart, that the best I can expect from an illustrator is the worst piece in their portfolio.
Ooh, that's real world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be prepared for the worst as an art director. Yeah. You don't really want to have to go there, but yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we look at some work?
Okay, and I need to send you the link to the folder, don't I? Or have you?
I think I already have it.
You have it up? Okay, so you'll just need to share your screen. You'll be driving, and
figure out how to do this now. Let's see. I guess I got to go to Facebook.
You've been doing it. Let's see. Oh, to find the link, or I could just give it to you in the whatever's on your computer, and there it is. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do some damage here.
Okay, ton of work. You guys really came through because you like a challenge.
Stuff here. I think I'm just going to start at the very beginning, and hopefully we'll get through all of it. There's a bunch of stuff, and I'm excited to look at it all.
Well, you're very kind, and also I noticed, Chris, that a lot of the names did line up so that they are kind of pretty much grouped by artist. So you could, like, instead of having to talk to every single one, you could talk to 3 at a time or something like that if you need to triage a little bit.
Well, let's just start at the beginning with Len Smith here.
Great, Len. I'm glad you made it in. He was at one of the last-minute sign-ups that we were trying to get him in before.
I want to look at all 4 of them because I haven't looked at these yet.
Okay.
This looks like digital, and it's the morning run. Are you seeing that?
Yep, sure
am. Whiteboard challenge. Okay. These are really, really, really nice. Very good stuff. Good stuff. I don't know what else to say. Keep going. This is highly polished and fun. Good, like this one, the morning run. There's a lot of action there and very well drawn. And this Under the Sea one is great. A Lion Under the Sea. That is quite imaginative. Great.
Little language play there.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had a need for this kind of stuff, I would definitely hire him.
Well, that's a great way to start.
I don't know what else to say. It's good stuff.
Okay, Len. If you think of some questions for Chris along the way, feel free to just sort of type them into the chat box, and we'll try to ride herd on those. Yeah. In the meantime, we'll let Chris hit as many of these as he feels able.
Go to Andrea.
Okay.
Okay. This looks like traditional ink with watercolor. I like the looseness of this. Are you seeing the girl in front of the house?
Yeah, with the boots.
Yeah. This reminds me of your stuff, Mark.
Oh, well, thank you.
Looseness. Oh, that's real loose. That's fun. I guess this is still Andrew. Yeah, this is still Andrew. Yeah. I wish I could draw that loose. I have a hard time doing that. Let's see. I think the next one is somebody else. Yeah, it's Barbara.
I like this scene, Andrea.
I'm trying to think of what kind of how I can encourage Andrea to move forward, but I think it's I like the looseness of it. I'm going to tell Andrea what I tell pretty much everybody who's an artist, and that is draw, 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 draw. Just draw all the time. Good stuff. That's pretty much it.
It has a kind of a storytelling feel to it, doesn't it? She's conscious of her stage setting.
In a sense, it's kind of old-fashioned looking, which is not a that's a compliment, because I think that kind of old-fashioned style is back in style now.
Mhm.
And I think that's great. I think this is something that, you know, a publisher might look for. So keep after it. Okay, next moving on to Barbara. And I don't know, is this the only one Barbara has in here?
I think it is. Barbara was just came on just a real.
Okay.
She's
It's
brand
very small, so I can't really see it all that well, but it looks like traditional watercolor.
And for those of you watching on your own in your own drive folders, if you hit the Control plus key, it'll enlarge it a little bit. And actually, Chris, I think there's actually a little magnifying glass on the top right of your viewing screen that you can click on, and it has a zoom. I don't know how much good it will do. The resolution may be really low.
Well, I can tell, you know, pretty much from this. I think it looks good. It's nice. It's nicely rendered from what I can tell. Yeah, I like the. Well, I guess it's an underwater thing. I was going to say I like the sky, but it's not a sky, I guess. But I like the blue at the top. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. Almost like you're looking through the surface to the sky, kind of.
Yeah. Anyway, nice use of light. The composition's good because the little fish on the right is pretty highly lit, whereas the little whatever that creature is down in the lower left is not as highly lit, and so it brings your eye right to that little fish, and then that fish, the way the fish is aimed, sends you right back into the painting. So
yeah.
Very
really nice with lights against darks and darks.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I like the plants behind that character to the front are nice and dark and set off the character very well. Can't tell what that is.
It's a snail. What was it, Barbara? And this was Barbara's brand new to watercolor.
Well, Barbara's
painting actually.
Pretty darn good job of it.
Yeah.
Watercolor's not easy. Okay, let's move on. That's good. Good, Barbara. Okay, this is Betsy. And I think there's more than one from Betsy. Is this Betsy? Yeah. She's got 3 here, 4 here. And
that's Cassie's. Okay.
Okay. I think I really like this first one, the creative dance one. This looks like watercolor as well. The one thing, when I saw this one, I looked at this one yesterday. One thing I would suggest, I think the face is very pretty, very well rendered. It looks like on the top that she's wearing, it looks like she didn't really think that much about drawing the clothes themselves, and it looks like it's just kind of filled in with color, and I think she might think about that. Like up here, are you seeing my cursor?
Yeah.
Okay. Up here, you know, it's like you see the folds and whatnot in the scarf or whatever it is she's got around her head. Yet down here, it's just flat, and I think, you know, that could have some more detail in it.
Okay.
You know, I think it's just a drawn shape that's been filled in with color, and I think we need more down here.
Okay.
Love the face, though. Very nicely rendered face. This one I feel like is not as finished as it could be. I think she could have taken this a little bit further.
Like, what do you mean by that, Chris?
I just don't think it's very highly rendered. The face is, it may be the scan, but there's just not much detail to the face. And that's generally what I would want to focus on, is the face.
Interesting. You're going for the face, and you're not. It's not hitting you right off the bare background, or you're not needing more set detail.
No, not really. Although the tree could use, you know, a lot of more detail in the trunk here and whatnot. I don't know why there's not any leaves on it, and why the branches are just kind of stopped.
Okay.
But you know, I think we could see more. This one, I think, needs more drawing. I don't think it's really that well rendered. Obviously, she is able to do that from that first one.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it needs more. Okay, oh, we're to Cassie. Do we have more than one from Cassie?
I think so.
Oh, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hope I'm not like just running through this.
No, we've got a lot to go through.
Okay, we got two from Cassie. This is one that Marty, who used to work for me, she and I would refer to as kids strangling the cat.
Oh, it's a genre.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cute. It's a cute little girl. I'm trying to look. It could be colored pencil, or it could be ink pastel. I mean, oil pastels, or
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what. But anyway, I like this one a lot better. I think the characters are well developed. I think they're pretty well realized. They all have personality, which is fun. Anthropomorphized animals can look good or they can look bad, and these look pretty good. They're pretty fun, especially that emu or whatever it is in the front. Oh,
you're looking at the emu, and I'm looking at the little lizard with his little hand on the alligator's nose with that funny little gesture.
Oh, okay.
One of those is
one of those hooded lizards or whatever.
Hooded lizard things. Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
And then the little bunny is cute. They're all really cute.
They are very cute. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Okay, we're gonna move on. I'm sorry. I hope Cassie feels like she got her.
Well, Cassie can always come back at you with a question if she wants to, if we have time.
Okay, we got Christina, ballerina. Okay, cat and a frog, and birthday for Robert, and witches, and oh, that's somebody else. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if this is what the coloring is done. This one here looks traditional.
Mm-hmm.
The others look, I don't know, this could be traditional or not. I don't know.
Christina, do you want to give Chris any feedback on that?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I actually like the owl one the best out of all of them. I think she needs to definitely work on her rendering, on her drawing. Some of it looks like the witches, to me, look, I don't know, I think she's trying to do a cartoon style. I think maybe she needs to work on the cartoon style if she wants to do that, but I think her traditional rendering looks better. Like this looks a whole lot better. Coloring is good. Composition, I think, is fine. I guess that's what
you get a real sense of characters in the cat picture. You get a sense of them as, I don't know, characters.
Yeah.
There's sort of a feeling for them.
Yeah.
That's the more carefully rendered one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move on to the next one. This is Claire O'Brien. This is ambitious. Very ambitious to do all that architecture. Oh my gosh, it's nice. I like the looseness of it. I'm assuming this is done traditionally. I don't know. It could have been done with a computer. If it was done with a computer, it's a very good painterly job. It's nice. Let me see what else, if there's more from Claire. Yes. Oh, that's fun. A lot of good action there. Very simple. This kid right here in the middle, there are very few lines to that, and she's captured a lot with very few lines. Good job on that. Okay, and this is more pencil, which is fun. Like the little monsters in the front. Looks like a Martian Santa Claus.
With the sack?
Yeah, with the sack over. that's pretty fun. Okay, now we get into full color. Huh, that's pretty fun. I like that. This looks like it's painted, and nice use of strokes. The little white clouds are very nice. The character is fun, nicely rendered, and good composition.
It's very easy to look at and understand what's going on.
It's fun. This is somebody else. Okay, well, let's just go on then, because that was good stuff. Oh, Deb.
And she's got a series of them, Chris, of kind of related, and they're one after another.
Okay. Yeah. Whoops. Too far.
Too far.
Okay, these are, they're nice. I like the color on this. I think the drawing, she needs to work on her drawing a little bit, or should I say you need to work on it. I want to speak directly to the artist.
Yeah, I think she's here.
Yeah. But you're certainly on the right track. It looks good. Yeah, very nice color.
Nice feeling of a character. You kind of feel like she feels the children or the characters somehow.
Yeah,
there's a nice.
I think the colors in this are especially nice because it, to me, it kind of evokes a beach scene. You know, it's like, I don't know, they're soft colors. Okay. Is this Diane? Is that
Diane?
In fact, I think we saw this one. I saw this when I looked at Mary's thing. Mary's.
Oh yeah, we did. It was in Mary Sullivan's critique.
Yeah. I like the color a lot. I like the characters. I think they're fun. It reminds me of an illustrator. The colors especially remind me of an illustrator that I used to use in Pockets. On this pumpkin patch one, I can't remember exactly what Mary said, but I don't know why the background's all white, but I would almost prefer to see color everywhere.
Make it a scene.
Yeah, make it a full scene rather than silhouetting it like that. But I think the scene is good. I mean, what am I trying to say? The drawing itself is good,
and the action within the vignette works, doesn't it? Sort of,
yeah.
I mean, so I can almost see Diane pulling off this great scene of the background with lots of pumpkins on display and other people, just like one of those great Pockets spreads that you.
You know, the interesting thing, I'm looking at the horses. That's hard to draw.
Yeah,
I think she's pulled it off just right.
Yeah, you can feel them moving.
Ton of foreshortening there. That's not easy to draw a horse from directly behind and make it look like a horse.
Like a horse moving.
Yeah, that's good. And then the kids looking through the little picture opportunity thingy. It's fun.
Yeah, like they have in those fall festival events.
And did she have more here? Let's see. Oh yeah, she does. Okay.
And this is another style. So.
Yeah. This is nice. This is more realistic, and I think the kids' faces could be a little more highly rendered. I don't know how big this is. It may be hard to do. I don't know what size it is. But, nice color, and the background is so very simple, and yet you know exactly what it is. The dresses are pretty, and I think I hate to say anything negative about it because it's really not. I don't feel negatively about it.
But if you were to say something negatively about it,
well, I just think that the faces could be a little more highly rendered.
Okay.
But that's just minimal. Let's see. Okay, this one. See now, this face is very highly rendered and very nice. Very nice. What is it? Is that a what is that behind her? Is that a squid?
It's a squid or an octopus.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
cool, huh? Pretty magical.
Pretty amazing. When I first saw this in thumbnail earlier, I thought, has this girl got a squid on her head? No.
He's in front of an aquarium.
Yeah, that's what
glass, maybe.
That's pretty cool. Beautiful use of watercolor in the background. I love the looseness of that in the water.
Yeah.
So the colors in the squid are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little girl is cute. Has a lot of character and looks like an individual. You know, she's not just a cookie cutter character. Yeah, I think this is really nice.
Would you put this in your portfolio if you were?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Put that in our portfolio. Definitely.
Okay.
This one is cute as well, and I'm assuming something was this whole thing done in computer, because you got this checkerboard thing in the background.
Or did you just turn your watercolor into a PNG or something, Diane?
I don't know.
I think Diane is here.
Okay. Well, it's nice.
Watch for her comment.
It's nicely done. A lot of action. Good color. Clothing is good. Wrinkles and all, you know, in the clothing, you can. I mean, it's just right.
Okay.
What was that?
That's your alarm clock going off.
Oh.
It's 6 a.m.
Oh. Okay. Edwards.
This is Lori Edwards. Yeah.
Okay, this looks like it might be mixed media. It looks like there's maybe some paper in there. I don't know. That's pretty neat though. It has a collage kind of feel to it. I kind of like that. That's pretty neat.
It's all sparkly with salt crystals in the salt.
Wow, okay.
That's also Lori's.
That's the same person.
Yes, it is.
Wow. This is cool. This is very distinctive style, which I think is really great. Nice use of just that one little spot of red. And I don't know about the background. I'm seeing a gray kind of paper texture.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if that's because it's like real white down here.
Yeah.
It's gray up here, and I don't know if that's just the scan or what, but I like it.
Yeah, she lightened it to create that contrast behind the little girl, didn't she?
Tiny woman had been asleep for a teeny tiny time. That's pretty fun. Pretty scary. Nice use of black and white and gray and red. I mean, just very well done.
Yeah.
Very well done. Like that.
Lori is also a well-published children's author.
Oh, really?
Chapter books and novels.
I love this hair. You know, there is like so much expression there. The shoes flying off to the side, and I guess that's the pillow, and the curtains are blowing in the breeze because she's yelling something.
The bonnet flying back.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Ooh, this is somebody else.
This is somebody else. This is Kendra.
The same kind of a thing. That's just stunning. Very good.
Why do you think these silhouettes, these black and white and gray silhouettes, are working so well, Chris? These last few that we've.
This one especially is the use of light in it, because the light is in the back, and then you've got like up here, you got this light gray and then a darker gray as you get closer, and then real black when you get up here.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic. Let me see if there's another one for this person. Oh, this is totally different.
Yeah, different style.
But at the same time, it's almost a cut paper kind of thing.
It is.
Very nice. Yeah. That's like, yeah, it's totally different, but yet it's somewhat the same. I like that. Very nice. I'm impressed. Okay.
Hey, Kendra. This is Kathy Lewis.
Kathy Lewis.
And there's a series of them here, and not necessarily related to the same story, but
very fun. The colors are a little jarring and not something I would choose, but I think they're great. Just not my taste, you know. but it's good stuff.
You don't like those hippie colors from the
Yeah,
60s?
considering I'm an aging hippie, but no, it's a little much for me. But they're great. That is not a negative at all. And that this little girl is just
She's
wonderful.
So yeah,
I like the ears, how they're just like not symmetrical, you know.
yeah.
Great stuff.
What a good observation. That's interesting.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, her ears sort of echo the little space creature's ears.
Yeah.
That little. Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's really cute. Very good. It just a real free and loose style, and I really like that. Let's see. Is this the same person? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Part of the little story she's working on.
I assume this is mom. Like the horns. Yeah, there's kind of a oddness to the whole thing with the people in the weird the weird costumes, and which is great. I love it.
Do you like the graphic novel panel approach to storytelling?
I like the shadow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really cool, and it comes down off the panel.
Helps us see the picture better somehow.
Stuff, yeah. Good. Yeah, it does have kind of a graphic novel, comic book kind of feel. That's good. These are great little characters. I love the looseness, and she's not working so hard to get each of the lenses of the glasses the same size.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty fun.
Now, are these portfolio pieces off?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because
it's nice that she's got some in black and white and some in color.
These could be Pockets magazine kids.
Yeah, they could.
That sort of, or they're of course their own thing.
Yeah, except the editors never really liked comic book kind of stuff.
Isn't that interesting?
That was one of my beefs with them, was that I was always trying to do comic book stuff, and
fine. I mean, we understood each other and we were fine.
Yeah, you who loved the cartoonists of Mad Magazine and all that subversive literature, and I guess.
Christine.
These
are cute. Oops, different.
And then we jump to Lorena.
Okay, let's go back to Christine here. I feel like I don't know quite how it's cute stuff. It's fun. It's well designed, but I feel like it needs to be a little more rendered, and I don't quite know how to say that. It seems to me like this little girl right here, her hand is not quite finished, and I'm not sure what else to say on that, but I feel like it's just not taken far enough.
More articulation in the drawing? Is that what you're talking about?
Okay. She might want to. I don't know how she did it. It looks like watercolor,
but I think it could be drawn a little further before color applied.
Okay.
So they're nice. They're nice characters. Like in the dress, everything. The what do you call them? I don't want to say wrinkles. They're not wrinkles, but the folds.
Folds.
In the dress are nice. I just feel like it needs to be taken a little further.
Would you do more with the background?
Well, probably, but it's not really necessary so much.
Okay.
Because she is kind of emphasizing just the character and the spider and the tuffet.
Okay, the action.
Yeah. So I just feel like it isn't taken quite far enough. Okay. Okay, now we got a totally different style. This is more contemporary. Whoops. Different person.
Yeah, different person.
Lorena. I think probably the colors are good. I think the drawing needs to be worked on. I think in a cartoon style, it's, you know, it is stylized, but I think this is a little too stylized. Like his arms and her arm, well, actually both her arms, they're too just straight. There's nothing, no anatomy to them, really. I think she's got talent here. I'm not trying to imply she doesn't, because I just think it needs to be work more on the drawing.
Okay.
Massive spider. That's like a nightmare.
He is a striking spider. Jeez.
I don't even want to think about it. Okay, Lisa G. Let me see.
There's a series of them from Lisa. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Lisa's.
Ooh. Okay.
That's hers as well.
Yeah.
She's got an original story.
Frida and Naomi. Yep, that's Frida, all right.
And this too.
Yeah. Okay. That's somebody else. Okay. I think this is nicely rendered. I like this. Once again, you know, maybe this is my bias. I don't know. I would look more for more drawing and before the watercolor is applied. Look up Jerry Pinkney, Pinkney, and look how he handles watercolor and pencil.
He does a lot of drawing.
He does a lot of drawing, but he still does a lot of watercolor too. I mean, this watercolor is lovely. I'm looking in like this monster's head, and it really is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's some kind of a ghost because you're seeing through it, which is real. I think that's incredible. But I think it needs more drawing. You know, I think that's maybe my bias, but I don't know.
When you say drawing clears, do you mean us seeing the outlines of the pencil
Well, not
outline?
necessarily the outlines, but create more detail with
your
drawing.
pencil, your line
Yeah.
device.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that Frida just cracks me up.
Now, there's a lot of drawing in that pencil drawing.
Yeah, there's a lot of drawing in there, and that's
Would you
nice.
recommend she kind of up in some of these others maybe have that kind of a style with washes applied over that?
Yeah, although that's probably too much drawing to put watercolor over.
Okay.
That's nicely done there.
I love that War and Peace volume behind with the Modern Library logo in front of it. That's good. That's fun detail. Although I think the volume was actually thicker than that, but
yeah, well. Okay.
This is Marge. Okay.
Marge. All right, let's see. Is there more than one? No.
No.
The very tiny one. This is nice. Okay, here I'm gonna. This my photography professor in college told me this, and I have never forgotten it. And it had to do with black and white photography, but I think it would have just as much to do with this. And he said, when you do a black and white photo, make sure you have a black, you have a white, and you have 7 shades of gray.
Okay.
And I think that's where she could go with this, because we don't see a black here. There is no black. We do see white, and we see a lot of shades of gray. But I think look at the original up there in the corner.
Look at all that black and dark.
How black it is, yeah. This is very nicely rendered, beautifully drawn, but I think it needs a larger range of value.
Okay.
So that's
Chris, you told me that one time as a critique in my work. You nicely wrote me even a little letter about it and said, go all the way, push that whole spectrum from dark to light. Make sure you hit every note. And that was a big lesson.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, look in the original, like right under her arm, how dark it is there.
Yeah.
And this could go a whole lot darker. A whole lot darker. Okay.
Miriam, I'm sorry that's so small. I don't know what size it was that you.
Oh, okay.
But these are larger. Yeah, but
I'd like to see bigger. That looks really cute.
can you enlarge it with
I don't know.
one of the Google Hangout tools? There might be a little magnifying glass in your upper.
There we go. I just did a little bit.
Yeah, it might. It looks like it's kind of low res, but
Yeah, but it's cute.
it is. It's cute kids. Really
Yeah.
cute.
How do I go back down now?
Uh,
Oh, I found it.
just keep messing with it. Yeah, there you go.
Messing with it. Yeah. Okay. Very cute, from what I can tell. This is
And
nice.
this is an African folktale she's working on, and she is actually she's American, but she is in Ghana, Africa right now. And she,
Okay. I had a friend that came back from Ghana.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Small
she
world.
was. I was trying to think where she was. Can't remember. Anyway,
Miriam's probably not with us tonight because it is something like, I don't know, 3 in the morning over there. But
yeah.
she'll
Very
catch
nice.
the replay.
Nicely rendered little characters. I guess they're little ants, are they? Or no, they're little lizards, I bet.
Lizards. Mhm.
Yeah. Background is gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yeah, very good. Very nice.
She's got a series of them here. I
Oh,
think.
some more?
Yeah, part of her story.
Great. This is good. Very good. I don't know what else to say. I love this loose stuff here and here. Really,
How do you feel about the two different kinds of styles together?
I think it's fine. I think it goes
You like it?
fine. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because the characters are really sharp and highly rendered,
Mm-hmm.
but the background is loose. But I think it goes together well.
Neat.
Very nice.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, this is
One
more.
more scene from
I don't think this is as good just because I don't think the
You missed the background. You missed the jungle.
I do.
Huh.
Organic mosquitoes. Give me a break. That's funny. Okay. Hi, Mark and Chris. Okay. Hoping again. When should I look for an agent?
Ask
No,
me.
that's fine. I don't know that when she says agent, I think illustrators probably don't look for agents. They look for reps. But
Well, she's doing her own little story. Though.
she's doing it. Oh, okay. These are stories she wrote.
Well,
Okay.
one of them at least is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't know. I'd say when she has a finished story,
Look for an agent.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
start sending it out as a dummy.
and early as possible for a rep.
Okay. You're encouraging her to seek out a rep as well.
Yeah. Well, that's what she's asking. Representation. Okay.
Okay.
Mary Jo. Very pretty. Very nice. Love the turtle is beautifully rendered.
Mm.
The background is gorgeous. Yeah, very nice.
Portfolio piece?
Yes.
For children's book illustration? Okay.
Yes. Here's another. This is different style a little bit, but very nicely done. And I like the keyboard coming up off the page. I mean, off the frame.
Mm.
Yeah, good.
I didn't know Scott Joplin was Canadian.
What?
That's how.
Oh,
That's what I
right,
inferred
was
from
he?
that picture.
I thought he was like from Kansas City or somewhere.
Yeah. Well, maybe I assume.
Cute. This is cute. That's about all I can say. I mean, that's cute. This is nice, nicely done. Hard to do in black and white.
Looks like one of those 19th century woodcuts
Yeah.
in the newspaper
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
storybook or something. Yeah, neat.
Magician and the Pirate. Okay. Pascal. Is that right?
Mhm. Pascal. Mhm.
That's nice. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Very, very well done.
Digitally done.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
it pop with the values enough for
I
you?
think the values are good.
Okay.
Colors are good.
Detail.
Yeah. Same here.
Would you put it in your portfolio?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
Is that a he or a she?
It's a she.
Oh, okay.
She's in the Florida SCBWI chapter. Very.
Okay. Yeah. Good stuff. Very nice. you know, it doesn't speak to me because it's not very masculine. But no, that's more masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Like the colors, very strong colors and good character. This is fun. This reminds me of a little bit of Janie Ho. I don't know if you know Janie.
Oh, I know her work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know her
Yeah,
work,
it's good, cute,
wonderful.
very stylized, very flat, which is, you know, good style.
Very fresh.
Yeah, very fresh, clean.
Good palette.
Yeah, very nice, very fallish. So, okay, Rob Smith.
Rob's
Wow.
up in the Pacific Northwest.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it looks like this specific.
Yeah.
Oh no, pretty colors. Yeah, very nicely done. Very clean. This is almost fine artish. You know.
Oh, it is. Yeah, he's a.
Okay, this is less fine artish. That's more, you know, children's book illustration-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful colors, nicely done.
Beautiful palette.
This is the Mick Jagger of children's illustration.
A whole new take on catching snowflakes.
A little bizarre with the tongue so big, but you know, I guess that's what you have to emphasize when you're talking about catching snowflakes on your tongue. Pretty cute though. A lot of glee and joy there. That's good.
A lot of teeth too.
Yeah. Okay, this is Inktober, I see.
Okay.
Very nice. I didn't do any washes in my Inktober stuff.
Yeah, I didn't see many washes like this. Yeah.
For an interior.
Okay, now we're with Susan, and so a different person.
Okay,
she's working on a story. This is for a little dummy. She's working on a little story.
Oh, okay.
Really fun story about a dog and archaeological artifacts.
Just have two there. Okay.
Yeah, I guess, is that correct, Susan? You got the two up?
Yeah.
I think that is it.
These are nice, although I don't feel like they're real finished. I think it needs more detail.
More drawing detail or painterly detail?
And even color. Like this in the floor here, to me looks like a marker sketch. You know, it just has kind of a sketch quality. It doesn't really look that finished to me.
Okay.
You know, I think it probably, for me, like the faces on the people are not very highly rendered. I just think it needs more detail.
If you were a book publisher looking at a dummy proposal for a picture book like this story, would this work for you as sort of like dummy color sketches?
Yeah, definitely work as a dummy. But I would say these are not finished.
Not final art. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember being in a recording session with a gal one time, and she was playing her tape, and one of the people said, "Oh, is that your scratch vocal?" And which is like what you do, just
your rough sketch.
Yeah, and it wasn't, unfortunately.
Ouch. Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah.
We've all been there. Maybe not with singing.
Okay. This is Sherilyn.
Sherilyn.
Very, very nice. I don't know how she did the white, but it looks really nice.
It is pretty, Sherilyn.
Very pretty.
Brighter than a lot of the things we've seen from you. So.
Gorgeous color. Gorgeous color. Amazing. Yeah. Let me see. Is there more? Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. This is kind of the same thing with the white there. Yeah.
This was actually an anthology project that she did an inside illustration for somebody else's anthology.
It almost has with the white outlines on everything, at least on the kid there, it almost has a cut paper feel, except the color color's not flat like paper, you know.
Oh, it's an interesting observation. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's effective. Well, when we saw this was brought before us once a few months ago, and we had this argument. It was not Sherilyn's issue because somebody else sort of laid out the page, but we were all saying, "Oh, that text block is in the wrong spot in that spread." Yeah. What would you, as an art director, if you were to weigh in on that debate? Would you put that text block someplace else, or?
You know what I would do?
What?
I would, first of all, I'd put some color in the title.
I would also, in the space between each stanza or whatever it is,
Yeah.
too much space. So it would bring it up
Too
a
much
lot. Take it
space.
right out of her hair. I mean, take it out of her hat.
Oh, so okay, so the designer spread it out too much.
You could move it over here over the tree, but then you lose all that tree, and there's probably not that much excitement over here. Yeah, that's what I do.
Cut the poem in half and just run the 2 stanzas and put it in the white space in the middle.
Yeah, except there I see some lines in there. That must be a gutter. So you don't certainly want to do that.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. So yeah, nice stuff. Oh, that's very nice. Gosh, she's really into color. Great.
Hey, Sherilyn.
Great color. Gosh, and she's adventurous with it. That's
Yeah.
More adventurous than I'd be.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, very nice. Okay.
This is Shuang, and she is doing her own little book, putting a dummy together, and it's explaining. It's a book all about stem cells, and it's explaining that science to children.
You talked about this. Mary Sullivan talked about this.
Oh, she had one of Shuang's.
I like this. I would like to know. I'd like to see the original.
And if the color, the paper color is really that color, or lighter.
Oh, I'm sure it's lighter.
I love the simplicity of this, though.
Yeah.
Very simple and beautiful. So she says a lot with a little.
Yeah.
Whoops. Okay.
What? Okay, that's Susan was the dog and the archaeology, the little dummy story.
Okay. Okay. This is.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is another piece by Susan, so they weren't quite grouped together.
Okay.
Sorry, it's my bad.
All the animals baying at the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I think. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Nice.
I would, the stage set they're sort of sitting in. I don't quite have a feeling of that sense of them stepping on the ground. They kind of look like they're floating a little bit in that space.
Maybe the giraffe, I don't know, the dog or whatever that is, where the back is to us, it looks like it's seated there.
He's seated. Yeah, maybe it's just the giraffe.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a cat because the dog is next to it.
Okay. I see with the harness.
The dog is bigger. Yeah. Yeah, and I think maybe also where the crocodile or alligator's head's coming out of the water is just something not quite right there. But that's about all I want to say on that.
Okay.
This one.
This is Virginia's piece. A book she's working on.
Lovely. I think it's funny to say lovely about some guy that looks like pretty, macho.
But it is.
It's a lovely drawing. It's a lovely painting, I should say. Very well done.
It's about
interesting use of like green under here. I never would have chosen that color under there, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the looseness, like here at the edge, where it doesn't quite match up, but it's just like it's really nice.
You're talking about in terms of color or the edge. Oh, I see.
The fact that
the edges that she left
match up and it isn't perfect.
Yeah, so this is a portfolio piece.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Is this the same person? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've got a feeling that the color on this background should be white up here.
Yeah, I think it's a dark scan. It looks like.
Yeah, but once again, I think she's got a good. You said Virginia was her name?
Yes.
I think she's got a good handle on watercolor.
She really seems to understand her medium, doesn't she?
Yeah, very good.
Tell, which is important to art directors.
That's for sure.
Putting words in your mouth there for you.
Okay, this is somebody else.
Yeah, this is Yalitza's work, and she's working on a little story. And
this is fun. I think that these to me look like sketches.
Yeah, I think they're like dummy line drawings.
Yeah, they're great. They're very well done, very well rendered. Look at the blanket here, and yeah, just it's well drawn. Well drawn. It just like I said, it's a sketch.
I really buy into that bison.
That's-
His pose, he's very believable, isn't he? And the dog is too.
Yeah. Yeah, these are nice. Very nice.
So, you know, there's a place for sketches like these in a dummy, maybe not in a portfolio. Am I
No,
doing it something?
I don't know. I'm, you know, if she goes to a final, say, a full color illustration,
Take one of these to a full color. Okay.
and then if you're showing that in your portfolio, you might want to show the sketch too, because they're nice. They're really nicely done. She's got a look at this hand. This boy's hand.
Oh yeah,
Done.
yeah.
Really done.
And even the legs and the shoes,
Yeah.
they just feel so right.
Yeah. Very good.
You know, at first blush, you'd think, oh, it's just knocked off, and then you start to look at it and you say, oh my God, no, it really works and fits.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really nicely done. Yeah. That's it. We're
Nice storytelling thing. We're at the end of everybody.
Yep.
Chris, record time, man.
Record
That's
time.
how you
Like
would
an
look-
hour and a half.
If you had a mountain of pictures on your desk to go through at work, you would kind of look at them at about that speed, if not
I
faster.
look at them a lot faster,
A
actually.
lot faster.
Wouldn't have to talk about them.
Kind of put under the gun to talk about it.
That's right.
Okay, guys. Now, I told Chris we were only going to keep him for 75 minutes, but I bet if you have some burning questions, we might stay on for a minute or two longer.
I'm open.
He's open to
I'm
talk
gonna
to
take
us.
it off screen share. I know what I'll show you.
Okay, good.
While
While you guys are thinking of your questions.
do a whoops, that's not what I want. Go to Photoshop, and this will give them a link to my website. Is that it? Can you see it?
I don't know. I'm busy pulling it up on my own screen. So I want to. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, there it is. Screen sharing.
Yeah, there you are.
Here I am.
There you are at 36 years old.
That's right. Soon to be a used car salesman.
I love that jacket
Yeah.
and the bow tie.
My mom dressed me well.
I think I had one of those too. I'm going to put the link to your website on the YouTube page.
Okay.
What did you have in? Why were you showing that to us? What did you have in mind for?
Just because I wanted them to see where my website they can go to my website and see my design and my illustration.
All right, and I've just put his link in the description box of the video, and of course we'll put more links out, and I'm going to put it on the wall now.
I'm going to take off screen sharing now. There. I don't wear plaid jackets anymore.
You don't?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Hang on. Oh, darn, I'm having trouble sharing that link on the page, so I'll go back.
Right.
I'm going to put it right in the comments section. But Chris Schechner, graphic design. What are you working on these days, Chris, at your firm? What are some interesting?
Right now, if they go to my website, there's some videos there, and there are some little animation things that I did the drawing for. One of which, well, actually two of which are Christmas cards for a law firm, and I'm working on this year's Christmas card. So that's what I'm doing right now. Other than that, the Dinosaurs Living in My Hair book, she's got a sequel coming up, and so we're going to be starting on that pretty soon. And
Wonderful.
Just kind of working on my own stuff.
Where do you see illustration going? You and I were having a conversation yesterday about all the competition out there. Is it worse than it's ever been?
I think so. There's less illustration being bought and more illustrators out there. So it's difficult. You got a lot of competition. You got to be really on top of your game to do it.
When you say on top of your game, you mean just good draftsmanship and good painting?
Yeah, and even then, that doesn't make any difference. I mean, that doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make as much difference because there's a lot of people out there who are really, really good who are having a hard time.
Yeah.
It's a matter of getting out and marketing. You know.
Are you encouraging artists to throw up everything on social media, or to be extremely selective about what you put up on social media or Facebook?
Well, as always, I think it's best to show your best work. Don't put anything up that isn't really that you don't feel strongly about.
Yeah.
Put up your best work, and
But yeah, to share on social media, and you know, I'm sure just about everybody's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Meet people. You know, find people who are illustrators. I have met so many illustrators through Facebook. I've actually formed some pretty good friendships, even though I've never met the people.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and look up some of your heroes and see if they're on Facebook, and send them a friend request, and a lot of people will go ahead and, you know, take you on as a friend. That's what I've done. One of my all-time favorites is Elwood Smith, and I sent him a friend request, and he accepted it, and so now, you know, we've talked back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, and then you can see their postings and see what they post and learn from what they post.
And some amazing stuff. Yeah, I did the same with Johnny Duddle, who's a British illustrator. Unbelievable stuff, and I learned stuff from just looking at his posts. You know, I learned stuff about drawing.
Steve Bjorkman and I became Facebook friends. I mean, Bjorkman. Thank you.
Bjorkman.
See, if we're not really good friends if I can't pronounce his name right, I guess.
He's been one of my heroes for a long time.
Oh.
He went to high school with a good buddy of mine, and that's how I got introduced to him.
I'm so glad to know how to pronounce his name now, but I love his work too. And
yeah, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, and Caldecott Medal winners will even accept your Facebook friends request. I mean, if they feel that you're part of the same tribe and belong to, you know, SCW, you know, they get a sense you're hanging out with the same people. Chris, Sherilyn had a question for you, and Sherilyn's the one that did all the color work that you were commenting on, her brave use of color, and she's asking, she'd really like to know if you think her watercolors would be appropriate for a portfolio. And I presume she means a children's book illustrator's portfolio. Even if he doesn't like my style, I'd like to know what he thinks about that. So would you...
I said I didn't like her style?
No, you didn't say that. You actually didn't say, you know, you said you liked her style.
Oh, okay.
So and you liked her color, watercolor.
I think her stuff is definitely worth, you know, sending out as portfolio to a children's book illustration. You know, you never know what somebody's going to like, and if they don't hire you, it certainly doesn't mean you're not good.
Okay.
You know, so go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because children's book illustration, there's just such a wide range of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you know, look at you know, like compare like Eric Carle's stuff with
Jerry Pinkney.
Yeah, Jerry Pinkney. I mean, they're totally different styles. Eric Carle, his stuff was just, you know, it looks like, I'm sure how he did it was just with tissue paper, colored tissue paper. And it's so simple and simplistic, but yet, you know, the guy's a legend. He did some great stuff. And it was perfect for what he did. Yeah. Yeah. And I think her stuff would be perfect for something. You know, it's beautiful.
It's interesting that tonight we saw almost more traditional medium stuff than digitally rendered. Do you have a feeling about that? I know you've worked with both, and
yeah, I think a lot of publishers are liking the digital stuff just because it's easy to deal with. But I don't know. Are you friends with Laura Jacobson?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, she does stuff that looks traditional. It's gorgeous, but it's all digital. So
yeah, and she paints it digitally. She doesn't just scan it and just tweak it.
She even draws it digitally.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing, amazing stuff. Look her up, Laura Minardi Jacobson.
I might be Facebook friends with her. Yeah, you guys look her up too on Facebook and see what you think of her work.
I could give you a list of illustrators to look at, and you know, you'd be blown away.
And yeah. Well, I'm sure a lot of us have illustrators out there whose work we marvel, wonder how they did it, and maybe they keep their processes closely guarded secrets. But
yeah, well, I find most people are pretty open. You know,
I do too. They're some of the nicest people are illustrators, I find. Christina's asking you a question. If you send someone artwork and a story, is it possible the person might only choose one or the other? Oh, I know the answer to that question.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to be prepared as the creator,
right,
to make a decision.
The other thing too is if you're wanting to sell your illustration, send it to the art director. If you want to sell your story with illustration, send it to the editor. You know,
the editor makes the judgments on the stories.
And the other thing I learned from a couple of editors at an SCBWI conference was that both of them said they love getting postcards. That's a good way to send your stuff.
Yeah, they don't have to open anything.
Right, and they can stick them up on the wall.
Stick them on the wall.
Just enjoy looking at them.
So they still like postcards. Okay.
Yeah. And they're cheap to get printed, you know.
How do you prefer to see work submitted from illustrators? If you are in that market anymore?
I'm really not anymore, but I do like to see postcards.
Okay.
I don't like it's okay to send like a big envelope full of stuff as long as you
have good stuff.
Put a self-addressed envelope to send stuff back. Make it easy as possible for the art director to reply. You know, put in a form to fill out and send back. Also, I will look at stuff when it's emailed to me, if they send me a PDF or if they send me a link to a website.
You will look?
I'll look. That's probably the easiest. And then I can just shoot a email back and say, thanks, you know, but no thanks, or thanks, you know, I'll keep you in mind, whatever. I don't buy illustration anymore just because I'm not doing that kind of work.
You're working with ad clients, design clients, and the occasional self-published author who, when you know the illustrator and they come to you and say, I want to do this project.
Yeah, when I was doing pockets, I was buying a ton of illustration. You know?
Yeah. So would you encourage illustrators to be aggressive in their marketing, medium in their marketing, or just send out a great piece every quarter or something like that? Who gets the jobs?
Personally, I think once a month.
Oh, as frequently as once a month. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. You know, you can become over aggressive, and but I don't think it's going to bug the art director too much. I mean, the worst thing they can do is throw it in the trash.
What's the best recommendation you have for our gang tonight that has shown up and submitted pieces after looking at some 70+ pieces of work? What would you tell them kind of generally, and where do they need to focus? And
generally, I would say concentrate on your drawing, become as good a draftsman as you could possibly become.
Okay.
Look at other people's illustration. Learn from them what you can, and just draw all the time. Draw and paint, you know.
Draw and paint. And
yeah.
So those of you who are following things like
critique group, if you can find one if you can find a critique group for
in addition to this good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how often you guys do stuff.
Only once a month like this with our guest critiquers, but that doesn't stop you guys from forming your own critiques groups with each other, or in your area.
Well, the SCBWI is probably the best resource.
Mm-hmm. Does everybody have to go to art school and get a BFA to be a children's book type illustrator?
No, it helps sometimes, but I know some people who have gone to art school, and gives them a good background in drawing and painting, but so the people who don't.
That's what I see too.
And I'd say the best things to do are to look online at other illustrators, get on Facebook, and get connected to some people. I don't know. That's try and get involved with the SCBWI.
Guys, we have held Chris for going on nearly 2 hours now. We're gonna wrap this up. So this is a great time to get your thank yous in.
If anybody wants to send me a friend request on Facebook, that's fine. They can do that. I'm there.
Great. That's very kind of you. And Chris, thank you so much for this. I hope we can bring you back sometime if this hasn't been too traumatizing for you with the technical difficulties we had.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And we'll say goodnight and see you guys next month.
Okay. See ya. Enjoyed it.
We did too. Thanks so much, Chris.